Have you ever sit down, look at the news, scroll through social media, hear someone's story, and suddenly you ask yourself, why are we still like this? Why are people still judged for being different? Why are some still living in the past? Hey everyone, welcome to Learn Something Everyday channel where we talk, learn, and discover new things every single week. If you're curious about everything and wanting to have a little bit of information about everything, well, you are in the right channel. Because here we've got something for everyone. So stick around until the end because I bet you don't want to miss every single detail of our topic for today. Let's go back to the questions I stated earlier. Yeah, have you ever asked this question to yourself or to your friends, families? Why are we still like this? Why are people still judged for being different? Why are some still living in the past? Because of racism, discrimination, the mentality of us versus them. It's still here, sometimes loud, sometimes silent, sometimes hidden behind jokes, sometimes wrapped in politics, sometimes disguised as tradition. And yet, at the same time, history isn't just a burden. It also carries lessons, identity, culture, memory. So today's Let's truly talk about racism and how living in the past can be both helpful and harmful. Not in a lecture style, not in an academic tone, just like two people sitting in a quiet room, reflecting on what's happening to our world. Number one, let's start with something simple. Racism is not new. Racism didn't appear recently. It didn't start with social media. It didn't begin with politics. It's ancient. It's deeply rooted. It comes from fear, misunderstanding, and the human instinct to divide. Skin color, language, class, accent, nationality, religion, ethnicity. People always found something to use as a label. And even though we live in a time where we claim to be advanced, educated, or global, some still carry the old mindset like a family heirloom. Number two, when living in the past helps. Let's be fair, looking at history isn't always a bad thing. It helps us understand where we came from. People say, know your roots, know your culture, know your ancestors. There's wisdom in that. It preserves identity. Without history, we lose our traditions, our stories, our languages, our values. For marginalized groups, remembering the past is a form of survival. It teaches empathy. When you understand someone's struggles, you see people with softer eyes. It reminds humanity what to avoid: wars, genocide, slavery, colonization. Learning history stops us from repeating it. But here's the thing. How it become dangerous. But before we continue, if you haven't hit the subscribe and the like button, please do so, as it will help our channel grow and continue doing informative videos like this. And also try to click the bell button as well for you to get notified whenever I posted a new video. Alright, let's continue the video. Number three, when living in the past becomes dangerous. For some people, living in the past becomes a prison. They inherit hatred from ancestors. Not lessons, not culture, but anger. Some families pass down their prejudices like family recipes. Don't trust that group. That race is like this, like that. Those people are dangerous. No explanation, no evidence, just recycled fear. They use old wounds to justify new cruelty. Yes, my people suffered before, so now I can judge others. This mindset keeps hatred alive. They refuse to move forward. History becomes a chain, not a guide. And that affects everyone. Those who hate, those who are hated, and those caught in the middle. Number 4, how racism shows up in today's world. Let's check the reality. Let's talk about the modern world. Not the textbooks, but what we see every single day. Scenario number 1, the immigrant struggle. In many countries, immigrants are underpaid, underestimated, called illegal, treated as threats, even if they work the hardest jobs, even if they raise families, even if they contribute to the economy. Some people still look at them as outsiders. Scenario number 2, skin color bias. Here's a painful truth. The shade of your skin still influences how society treats you. Darker, people assume poverty. Whiter, people assume superiority. Lighter, people assume beauty. This isn't unique to one country. It happens everywhere. American, India, the Philippines, the Middle East, Latin America. Colorism is universal. Scenario number 3, language and accent discrimination. Oh, you speak with an accent, huh? You don't sound educated. You don't sound native. The irony? Everyone has an accent. People only glorify certain ones. Scenario number 4, workplace inequality. Some employees work twice as hard to get half the recognition. Some never get promoted simply because their boss is uncomfortable with their ethnicity. Scenario number 5, social media, polite racism. Nowadays, racism often hides behind jokes, memes, political comments, statistics, subtle insults. It's the quiet racism that people brush off as nothing. Number 5, the human impact. How racism hurts everyone. Racism doesn't just harm those discriminated against, it harms society as a whole. It damages mental health. People feel unwelcome, anxious, insecure, unsafe, unseen. It divides communities. Instead of working together, people build walls. It wastes human potential. The world loses talent, creativity, innovation, because discrimination blocks opportunities. It creates generational trauma. A single racist act can echo through a family for decades. It makes society weaker. Diversity builds strength. Discrimination destroys it. Number 6, but let's talk about hope. Because there is hope. For all the ugliness we see, we also see people rising above it. Young generations question beliefs. They ask, why do we think this way? Is this still right? What if we change? People are more aware. Discrimination is harder to hide now. Communities are blending. People marry across races. They mix cultures. They harmonize lifestyles. Voices are louder. Victims are no longer silent. Allies are linking arms. Movements are forming. Humanity isn't perfect, but it's learning. Number 7, life lessons people need to remember today. First, no one chooses their race, so no one deserves to be punished for it. Second, never inherit hatred. Just because an ancestor believes something doesn't mean you must continue it. Third, culture is beautiful. Superiority is not. Love your heritage, but don't weaponize it. Fourth, words build or destroy. Think before speaking. Think before joking. Think before judging. Fifth, everyone has a story. People behave based on experiences you don't see. Sixth, you don't have to understand someone to respect them. Respect is the bare minimum. Seventh, real strength is kindness. Hatred takes nothing, but understanding takes maturity. Eighth, humanity evolves when the heart evolves. Technology advanced, medicine advanced, science advanced, but compassion must evolve too. Ninth, don't let the past decide the future. Learn from history, but don't be trapped by it. 10th, your treatment of others says more about you than them, always. Final message, let's look at each other differently. At the end of the day, racism is a human problem. But so is compassion, so is growth, so is change. People always ask, will racism ever end? Maybe not fully, but here's the truth. Racism decreases. Every time someone chooses understanding of a judgment, it weakens. Every time someone questions old beliefs, instead of blindly following them, it dies. Every time someone says, I will not treat you differently just because you are different. We may come from different pasts, but we share the same present, and we're walking toward the same future. And that future becomes brighter only when we walk together. Alright, if you had fun listening to this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button as well as the bell button for you to get notified whenever I posted a new video, and also share the good vibes. And don't forget to drop a comment. What are your thoughts about this topic? What do you want to talk about next? Thank you and see you on our next video. Bye-bye.